Despite signing a contract, many new home buyers here in North Texas are seeing their dreams taken away. Tonight, investigative reporter Brian New looking closely at the fine print and explains why new home prices are almost never a guarantee.
As far as the plans go,
for the past 10 months, Tim Dickin has seen his dream home go from plans
we worked on this design from the ground up
to reality to a harsh reality.
I never expected cost to come in at the last minute and go $200,000 above what that price tag was. Never.
Last August, Tim signed a contract with a local builder to build a home on the outskirts of Weatherford for $525,000.
But it was going to be our last home to build and live in, so we were sinking everything into this. We were all in.
But by the time the home was nearly complete, builder Kim Paschal says his cost to build the home had gone up. He says upgrades had been added, and the price of building materials in some cases had more than doubled.
Concrete's going up. Electric wire has gone up ridiculously. I mean, it's just unbelievable. You can't absorb stuff like that. And it's now in every aspect of building a house.
Kim says the house that started at $525,000 ended up costing him nearly $750,000 to build.
The only thing you can do is go to the customer and say, we got a problem, and here's the options. And that's what we did.
Kim says he offered to sell the home to the Dickens at cost with no markup, but the price was still way more than what the Dickens had signed up for.
I mean, even though we had money from the sale of our previous home in the bank, ready to go, it wasn't enough to cover $200,000, $300,000 more above what the original price was.
I feel bad for her, I really do. But it's not my fault, it's not their fault, and that's the tragedy.
The two sides disagree on who ultimately called off the deal. But what happened here in Weatherford is happening all across North Texas.
The best advice I can give to buyers is to read your contract and understand.
Real estate attorney Rachel Corolla says in nearly every new home contract, the builder has the ability to change the price or simply back out of the deal.
They can be called cancellation clauses. They can be called convenience clauses. They take on various names, but the most important thing to look for is just that language that says a seller can terminate this contract for any cause, for any reason.
For any reason.
Any reason, or without reason, not even for a reason.
Rachel says these clauses are not new, just no one paid attention to them until now. Builders are exercising these clauses more than ever before, in part, she says, because of the fluctuating price of material costs.
But more importantly, the cost, the money that a builder can receive for the sale of the home has increased so significantly that they're realizing that they're getting better deals out there.
As for the home in Weatherford, it is now listed with a pending offer at $850,000, an offer from someone other than the Dickens.
We've decided we're not going to let this crush us. We're not going to let it devastate us. We feel like God does things for a reason, and for some reason, this house was taken away from us.
So as a buyer, what can you do? The answer is not a lot, other than to understand the terms of your contract and to know what you're getting into in the first place. Builders say they can't afford not to have these termination clauses in their contracts, and with the current housing demand, builders have the leverage. With the I-Team, Brian New, CBS 11 News.
For extended coverage on this issue, be sure to go to the website, cbsdfw.com, where you can watch more of our interview. We've got a lot more available with real estate attorney Rachel Corolla. And if you have a tip for Brian, story idea, and the I-Team, be sure to give them a holler at iteam@ktvt.com.